Karen's HOA antics didn't stop at fences. Now they had escalated to constant trespassing on my ranch under the pretense of showing property to potential buyers. Realtors affiliated with the HOA were wandering my fields, snapping photos, and attempting to speak with workers and neighbors, all without my consent. I had made it clear multiple times that my property was private, but they seemed to think HOA rules gave them carte blanche. It all started when I received a frantic call from my ranch manager. "Sir, there are 3 realtors walking across the north pasture again. They've got cameras and clipboards. They claim the HOA gave them permission to inspect the land." I rubbed my temples. It was one thing to deal with Karen's personal vendettas, but now the entire HOA network was trespassing and potentially violating privacy laws. I grabbed my phone and prepared to make some calls. Sheriff, legal team, and security, while heading out to confront the intruders myself. When I arrived, I found 3 realtors wandering the property, cameras at the ready. Karen was nowhere in sight, but her influence was obvious. The realtors were quoting HOA permission as justification. I stepped out from behind a tractor and addressed them firmly. "Stop right there. This is private property. You have no authorization to be here. Any attempt to photograph, film, or interact with workers or livestock will be considered trespassing and harassment." One of the realtors, clearly nervous, stammered, "But the HOA said." I raised my hand. "I don't care what the HOA said. They do not own this land. You are on private property without consent. If you proceed, law enforcement will be involved." At that moment, my security team, who had been monitoring the perimeter, activated the alert system. Cameras flashed, lights turned on, and a recorded message played. "Private property. Trespassers will be prosecuted. HOA rules do not apply. Leave immediately." The realtors froze. The combination of my presence, security measures, and authority over the land left them no room to maneuver. They realized that continuing could result in legal action, fines, and arrest. Just to ensure the lesson was learned, I called the sheriff's office. Deputies arrived quickly, documenting the trespassing and issuing formal warnings. The realtors had no choice but to leave immediately, and I collected all evidence of HOA authorization claims for legal records. To prevent future incidents, I installed additional deterrents: reinforced gates with keypads, cameras covering all entry points, and prominent signage. "Private property. No HOA authority. Trespassers and unauthorized visitors will be prosecuted." Karen's HOA never attempted to send realtors onto my land again. The constant harassment had been addressed decisively, and the ranch remained fully secure. My boundaries, clearly marked and legally reinforced, were now undeniable. The lesson was unmistakable. Regardless of HOA claims or attempts to manipulate others, private property rights are final. Trespassing for property tours, photography, or any other purpose without consent is illegal and enforceable. And my ranch was a perfect example of that truth.